Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Well, if that's going to get me anywhere or not. Well, guess so. Don't know if it's proper or not, but it's what we got. So tonight, we're here with the Wagoner Welding Super Speedway Series, and we're here from Atlanta tonight. Currently watching Teresa Spiker coming around off of the turn 4 down here across the start-finish line, putting in a time. Time of 31:074. Ryan Hunter lays down a 31:040 with Fairman laying down a 31:041. Johnny Hurst lays down a 31:072, and look out, Mr. Matthew Barker, Mr. Ace himself, lays down a 39:54. James Wagner just laid down a 39:92. Here comes some quicker times in. They're coming off the track. You got Barker out there. You got Ace with a 30.945. Tim Richardson with a 30.966. Jimmy Pyland out there with a 30.991. James Wagner with a 30.992. Then here comes Ryan Hunter. Well, scratch that. Jeff Scott takes away fifth spot with a 31.025. Minute 50 left in qualifying as we got them heading out here. There you see the 44, Chris Ramsey out on track in at number 13, Jack Daniels Machine. Understand some drivers' cars may or may not show up correctly, as tonight, apparently Trading Paints here for us broadcasters and iRacing alike is throwing a little bit of a hissy fit. I would see Chris Ramsey come across the front stretch there. He's laying down a 31.113. And he rolls back in the corner number 1 and 2, back out onto the back stretch here. I'm thinking it's he still a little bit slower through that section as it comes there off of turn number 3 and 4, heading back to pit road. So his time is going to be a 31.113 for Chris Ramsey. 30 seconds to go while we get this figured out. Our starting positions here. Getting ready for the start of the race. Getting set to roll. Let's see where we're starting. Starting grid, it's going to be Matthew Barker, Mr. Ace himself, out there on pole in that number 96 machine. Start is outside in position number 2 on that row number 1. It's going to be Tim Richardson in that number 2. And row number 2 on the inside, starting in third, that is Jimmy Pilot Rowdy out there in the number 29. James Wagoner, otherwise known as Doogie, out there in 4th position in that number 30. And row number 3 on the inside is Jeff Scott, number 38, starting tonight in 5th. Ryan Hunter is outside in 6th position, number 27. Number 99 of Larry Fairman's going to start inside row number 4 in 7th with Johnny Hurst. That number 3 machine starting in 8th on his outside. Row number 5, that's going to be Teresa Spiker in that number 70 machine, starting in 9th inside row number 5, with Eric Copperthorne out there in 10th, his outside, and that number 98. Justin Hollings out there in 11th, that's inside row number 6, and starting in 11th. Levi Williams in the number 01 machine here tonight is going to be out there in 12th, outside row number 6. Inside row number 7, that's going to be Liam Beebe out there in the number 83. Starting 13th with Chris Ramsey out there outside row number 7. And 14th in the number 13. Greg Spiker out there in 15. Starting inside row number 8 with Chad Hawkins is outside in that number 84. Mike Presley in the 17th position. Starting inside row number 9. In the number 44, with Benjamin Richards in the number 56, starting his outside in 18th. When back here in row number 10, it's going to be Edward Fieldler back here in 19th, starting on the inside with Tyler Manning, starting out there in 20th. 21st, that's going to be starting Tony Richards with Jake Persilia out there in 22nd. Nathan Peacock rolls off 23rd tonight with Jonathan Vanderberg there in 24th. Well, that's going to be your grid here tonight. 24 drivers set to take the grid, take the flag here at Atlanta as we get ready for a great night of racing in these. Looks to be, I forgot to look at which cars they are tonight, as with this, they switched the track and drivers. Or I'm sorry, not drivers, but track and cars, and these are the Gen 6 cars here tonight. Going around Atlanta.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. We're down and away here tonight. Head on down here through the stripe, down here across that trioval at Atlanta. What's the distance here tonight? 50 laps around Atlanta. Up there on the outside, that's the number 2, Tim Richardson. Getting around Matthew Barker as they come down that backstretch. Got a few drivers here having issues back toward the back. There you see. For some reason, Matt dropped back for some odd reason. Tim Richardson now dropping back as well. Levi Williams. So we got a couple drivers having issues with connection. Either that or it's connection on my end. One of the two. I'm unsure yet. As we got the 48 there working up through the field of Jake Persilia. And I'm going to say it's probably my area that's given a little bit of issue. Well, I don't know, as it seems like everybody back here, and I'm unsure why people are being counted that way. I don't know. We worked on down here through off of the corner. Richardson out front. Barker there in second with Pylan running there in third. Jeff Scott fourth. Teresa up to fifth. Now up to fourth as she makes the pass on the inside of Jeff Scott as Jeff Scott's up there on the outside. Trying to make something happen in that number 38. Here comes Greg Spiker now in that number 10 right behind Teresa as they roll down that front stretch. Down there through off of the corner, down here in the corner number 1. Side-by-side racing. Justin Hollings back here in about 10th position in that number 7 machine. Trying to get things worked out. You got the number 99 down there of Larry Fairman working there on the inside. And Johnny Earth, we were told before the race, he's all good though. We knew about it. He's running the number 58 Budweiser down there as he is 3 on the scoreboard. He just didn't want to make sure we weren't confused, but we got him figured out here tonight. That number 58 is Johnny Hurst out there running in about 6th position. James Wagner back here a little bit in 8th position. There now as looks like Hurst is going to try to jump to that outside lane, try to get something rolling. Bringing in on the 38 of Jeff Scott. Liam Beebe there in the 83 down there on the inside. Whoa, careful guys. You got Doogie up there in the 30 machine trying to work his way up there toward the front. Got the 7 right there behind him with Justin Hollings. They work down here, lap number 6 out of 50. A little farther back, we got another pack of drivers running. Here you see the 44 up Mike Presley, Eric Coppathorn, Jake Farrell, Persilia. Back there in 16th, Edward Fiedler in 17th. They work on down through off the corner. And we got them coming down through here. On to the back stretch they go. James Wagner there in the number 30. And Doogie's up there. Whoa, what a hit there from Doogie. Doogie might be done out of that one. He's going to, oh boy, I don't even know if he's going to get back around to the start-finish line on that one. Tough break there for it, Doogie. And our first caution flag comes out. Here, as it sends Doogie flying out here in position. And you see him go down there to the bottom side. We're going to end up going almost 4 wide as the 38 of Jeff Scott's way up there to the outside. Now they're going to go 3 wide. Jeff Scott then comes back down and collects the 30 of Wagner, sending him up in that outside wall. Put everything, and he bounces up over top of the 99 machine of, is that Fairman? That is Fairman. Scott having issues there as he also finds the wall. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can get an onboard shot here with Fairman. All right, come down here into the caution. We're on board now with Fairman. Work on down through here. Kind of see him there. And, holy crap, you don't even see Wagner go on by. You just see him here. There you'll see Scott get into him out in the wall, and boom. Now, believe it or not, he's up and over. Spinning out there in the back. So that's just how quickly it happens. Watch this here. Here comes Scott down there to the inside. Up in front goes Doogie, up and around, up through, and then there you see him flying through the air, coming off the backside of the car as they all speed away. So caution number 1 out here tonight. For the James Wagoner Welding Super Speedway Series, our first caution. Everybody comes rolling around here, down there on the inside. That's Tim Richardson, Matthew Barker up there on the outside. Jimmy Pilot there in number 29. Sitting third with Teresa there in fourth. Greg in fifth. Johnny Hurst rolling up here in about sixth. What a great night here for Greg as he is up 10 positions from where he started. Jake also up 10 positions from where he started. At the moment, tough luck looks to be going to James Wagoner as he is down 18 positions from where he started. And he is going to be most likely official there in about 22nd position as he is out. Benjamin Richards out. Edward Fiedler is out from what I'm seeing on the thing, but no, that's not right. All right, I'm unsure what's going on by scoring. Ignore those drivers down there as I saw that Wagner's still down there. He's just in the pits. He's not out. I got a few others that are showing oddly as well. And we got them stumbled up side by side once again here, rolling off at corner number 2. If I'm not lost. Now, I usually don't hold grudges, but I might have to have one against the leader here. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. One of my big rivals is right there in the front row with that Dallas star on that machine. Looks like it's a Texan painted, or Houston, Dallas Cowboy painted machine. Look out, here comes Teresa out there on the outside, bringing with her Johnny Hurst. And they roll down the backstretch here, under green flag once again. 12 out of 50 complete. Well, 12 out of 50 on the board, 11 complete. As they roll here out of turn number 4, back out onto that front stretch, side by side, rolling around here. You got them all storming down there, back into the lead. Caution is back out. Justin Hollings having issues. And in number 7. Oh, we'll see it here. He just kind of gets sandwiched, and around he goes down into the infield. Great job keeping it together, trying to keep it off of everything. And does just that. Tim Richardson out there in front. Here with Teresa Spiker back here in second. Matthew Barker back here in third. We're now at lap number 14. I come rolling here into corner number 3 and 4. Working back out onto that front stretch. I'll run the caution. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Back out here with 16 laps to go. Lights, or it's not to go, but 16 laps on the board to be completed. I work down the front stretch. Lights are out on that pace car. Still got a good bit of racing to go. Now work here through turn number 1 and 2. James Wagoner Welding Super Speedway Series here tonight, coming from Atlanta. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the racing as we're bringing it to you here on Fleeger Farm TV on the pole tonight. Down the backstretch they go. We got a field of 24 drivers. Some of them having some bad luck already, like the name of James Wagoner. Sitting out. Oh, no, here he comes. He's coming back out of the pits after having some issues. So that caution may have helped him get more of that car repaired. I work down the backstretch here. As he gets back in line, hopefully he's suffering just 1 or 2 laps down. Vandenberg and Peacock, I'm trying to figure out if they're completely out. Wagner is laps down. You got Richards back there in 20th. Green flag is out there, down and away. He's down there on the inside, getting passed by Richardson. Richardson taking a great restart there. Here comes Ace down there on the inside with Teresa up there to the outside. Bringing with her Johnny Hurst as they come rolling here through 1 and 2. Back around off of the corner, end of the backstretch, heading down towards corner number 3. Everybody doing a great job. Here they come. There you see the number 44 of Presley as he's got Levi Williams there behind him. And that number 01 Dude Wipes machine with Ryan Hunter back there in the 27 machine working down near the front stretch. Here comes the 7 of Justin Holland. We saw him have a little bit of problems there. Bringing out that last caution. Whoa, careful. Squeeze play going on there with Jeff Scott as Scott tries to maintain out there in about 17th position as he rolls down the backstretch. Heading into corner number 3 and 4. Johnny Hurst up here in 5th now. He tries to get back up there towards the front. Everybody too wide behind him with Teresa and Greg working together out there on the outside lane, working down here into corner number 1 and 2, heading back out onto that backstretch. Here at Atlanta, everybody's doing a great job here as they are 3 wide, almost getting in trouble. It almost looks like Jeff Scott. That is Jeff Scott back there as we saw the 7 there. Hauling, getting into the outside wall. Got some problems there with Jeff Scott as he's got some sparks flying off of that machine. Still might be dealing with a little bit of aero damage on that machine as he comes down here into corner number 1 after coming across the stripe. And, oh no, Teresa going around. Here goes Greg around. Neck code causing from, whoa, a hit there from the 44 as he gets a tumble down the backstretch. That is Mike Presley going for a ride. It all started in front of him, right here. As Teresa and Greg come together, just not enough room for her to come down the racetrack. Goes up around, and all of a sudden, here comes Nick Code, taking Greg out. And the 44 ends up against that outside wall, ends up broadside, spinning around. Not sure exactly what happened to send him flying. Everybody seems to have missed him down below. Oh, not everybody missed him. That was a 66 there of Edward Fielder taking him to the cleaners here. Man, oh.
I'm not going to catch them.
Carnage everywhere. 48 of Jake Persilia involved. Jeff Scott winding his way through. Another tough one here tonight. We saw Mike Presley end up taking a ride down the backstretch. Liam Beebe up here now in fourth. Who's our biggest mover right now? That is going to be the 78 of Tyler Manning out here in about 7th position. Rolling along here. Down the backstretch. Everybody side by side. I'll get lined back up here. They got Tim Richardson, still our control car, out there in the lead. You got now Ace out there to his outside. Rowdy back there in third with the 83 of Liam Beebe up there on the outside, second car back. Heading down the backstretch.
You're gonna go far.
48 finding his spot in line. That's Jake for Silva. Harry Silva. At 99, trying to find his spot. He's letting the 52 around. Switching spots there. As Fred pulls that pace car off, down the front stretch they come. Into the restart box, so down and away they go. Down across the start-finish line. Out there is Tim Richardson. Rowdy there in second now as the Ace falls back to third. Liam Beebe hanging strong in the fourth position, but here comes that 13 of Chris Ramsey as they come rolling down there through the start. You got the 66 rolling down there on the inside. That's Edward Fieldley trying to work his way back onto the racetrack. Wagner sitting back here toward the back. Down here, pushing along Gray. Everybody works here through turn 3 and 4, heading back out onto the front stretch. Heading through that D-shaped tri-oval. Hang on to it. They're getting real tight there. Drivers just all over the place here around here with 26 laps to go. Ryan Hunter here in a pit, trying to work his way up there towards the front, following there behind him, not too far behind is Benjamin Richards with Jeff Scott now working his way to the front. We saw the issue that Jeff had earlier in that number 38 as he's now working down through off of the corner and possibly some problem there with paint work on that machine. The Gen 4 cars, or sorry, not Gen 4, the Gen 6 Cup cars here tonight at Atlanta. 25 laps to go. They roll here in corner number 3, and we got more problems as the 13's up in the wall. There goes the 27 as well. Ryan Hunter, Chris Ramsey up into the wall. Ramsey taking a real hard hit. Along with Ryan Hunter.
We got to let the 10th car by.
There you see 27 come up, and we already had the 13 go into the wall of Chris Ramsey. Coming up across the nose of the 48. One thing I'm finding is these cars seem to pick each other up quite easily. And here you see it, and all of a sudden it hooks right up in front of that 48. Close racing there. I don't know exactly what happened as the 27 slides down there to the bottom side of the racetrack. Ryan Hunter there, not able to move, it looks like. Oh, there he goes. He's going to try to get it to move. Get it straightened out, pointed in the direction of pit road. All right. Back under caution for another time here tonight. Take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some more racing action here from Atlanta and the James Wagoner Welding Super Speedway Series from Roughneck Racing. Become elite.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
All right, we're back here, 23 laps to go. Liam Beebe now, your car out front as the control car. There you got the 78 of Tyler Manning. Now we have some drivers coming in for pit stops. Johnny Hurst coming here to pit road. Here comes the 66 in as well, along with the 84 of Chad Hawkins. Everybody rolling there off the front stretch. Eric Copperthorne there in fourth. Tony Richards back here in fifth. Larry Fairman here in sixth. Eli Williams in seventh. Jeff Scott here in 10th. Oh, sorry, 9th. 8th now. Hey, ball comes up through the grid. Lights are out. We're side by side. We're going back. Green flag racing here in just a moment. And they come here out of corner number 3. Or, I'm sorry, heading into corner number 3 and 4. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. No, we're probably coming out of turn 2. Yep, turn 2. Back out onto the backstretch. Forgive me on that, but I often get myself turned around and lost at some of these tracks. And if you're looking for some more racing action, we have GT3 racing from Freedom Motorsport Alliance here tonight on Fleeger Farm TV. Another episode on the pole. We also have now Wednesday night series at Freedom Motorsport Alliance. And then we picked up broadcasting the Coast to Coast Racing League's Thursday Night Thunder. That's going to bring you some big block modified racing here at Fleeger Farm TV. But if you're wanting to catch the whole show, which will include the Pro Late models, you can finish watching that over at Coast to Coast Racing Network or Racing League or something here on YouTube. And we work on down here through the back stretch, or through the front stretch here. Well, no, back. Oh, crap. What is it? It's coming here off of turn 4, coming back here into the tri-oval. Pace car is going to pull off. Now we're here in 3 and 4 at the moment. Everybody's lined up. 21 laps to go. Oh, I thought we were going green. Okay, we're going green this time. I didn't see that we had on the lap. Sorry about that. That's why I'm getting confused. I thought we would have been back green flag already, but apparently not. And BB is your control car out there in front, in first, down there on the bottom. He's got the 78 there of Tyler Manning up there on top. Some big movers up here toward the front. Liam Beebe up 12. Tyler Manning up 18 spots. You got Benjamin Richards down there in the 56 machine on the inside. He's up 15. Tony Richards starting there behind him in 5th. He's up 16 spots. This car finally pulls off. We're going back. Green flag racing as they hit that restart zone. The flag drops. That loud pedal gets pressed down here in across the stripe. Heading towards corner number 1 here tonight for another time. Here with 20 laps to go. Down here in the corner number 1. Everybody fighting for position here as they come here in the corner number 1. Working here in the corner number 2. Back out on that backstretch. Everybody's looking, trying to find a spot, trying to find that airway to get their car moved up there towards the front. Wagner a lap down. Spiker Greg a lap down. And work here off the corner. And I guess Wagner's not lap down to everybody, so he's going to be the first car 1 lap down as he gets around Greg. And more caution out there, and we got another one up and over. That is the 96 there of Ace. Optical illusion there, that white line I thought was a wall, and all of a sudden I watched the car disappear, so I don't... Man, what another break here. Tough break for some of these drivers. Caution comes out for another time. Here, as you see up there around Tim Richardson, they get together. Jeff Scott's there, cannot get checked up in time, ends up with the bump, comes sliding back down, can't collect it, ends up into the side of Doogie. The 01 that goes around, you see the 52 go back up the racetrack. That is Tony Richards. And up in front of the 84, and then up and over goes Greg onto the roof of Richards. And Johnny Earth trying to work his way through. There comes going to be the 96. Oh, man, what a mess here for some of these drivers. There we'll see 52 once again go up into the 2, gets loose, going to end up separating, come back down. Here comes the 2, back down into him, going to send him up the racetrack. And you got the 38 there, Jeff Scott also sliding. He's going to end up collecting somebody. Man, oh man. And, you know, some of the saying goes, cautions breed cautions. It's what some of the drivers will say. Now we're back under caution with 17 laps to go. Our 5th caution of the night. All right, 16 laps to go here. We're probably going to go green flag racing with 15 to go. And we work out here out of the corner. Liam Beebe up here in 2nd. Benjamin Richards back here in 3rd, down there on the inside. Liam Beebe actually is our control car. Just taking back a little bit. That's why the scoreboard there for me for a moment was showing her in 2nd, but for him, I'm not sure. Liam there in 1st. Tyler there in 2nd. They come out of 2. Do a little bit of eye pacing right now instead of eye racing. I rolled down the backstretch. Running Atlanta here tonight at FFTv on the pool tonight with the James Wagoner Welding Super Speedway Series from Roughneck Racing. Become elite! We're going through here. We'll see if Brett pulls that Mustang down on the pit road and let the driver try to battle it out here to finish this one as they come here across. And yes, he does. He'll pull it down. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Once again, at about 15 laps to go, they come across the stripe. Liam doing a great job down there on the inside, trying to get that inside lane to work as they roll down here in the corner number one. Side by side for the top 6 drivers. And a little bit farther back, they're single filed out. A little bit different lanes, though. Here comes the 13 of Ramsey trying to get up there to be on the lead, stay on the lead lap. Richardson back here in 9th. Currently sitting on the lead lap, but very well could be going a lap down. These drivers roll here off at corner number 2, down that backstretch, 14 laps to go. Here from Atlanta, they roll down through here. The 99 of Larry Fairman now out front. They're coming up to the lap machine there. That's the 7 of Justin Hollings. They're going to have to find out which way to go. As they work there, and it looks like Hollings is going to keep it high, going to force everybody to go low below him. And they work here through the corner number 1 and 2, up there against that outside wall. Hollings is up there, keep it together, and oh no, he's there into the outside wall. Does he keep it together? He does, but he's going to keep that right side all scraped up and damage there to the right side. He's going to pull it down. Looks like he's going to try to make it to pit road. That car just does not want to turn at the moment. That main pack rolls across the start-finish line. 12 laps to go. Side by side there for 3rd with Manning down there on the inside and Richards up there on the outside. And they roll here off of corner number 2. Down this back straightaway. There's 99's trying to figure out which lane to block. And now he goes, oh, careful there. As he didn't quite have the room. Had to back out of it there for the 29 of Rowdy to give room to Manning. Oh, I'm sorry, not for Manning, but Barrett. And roll down here through in the corner number 1 once again. 11 laps to go as they roll back out onto the backstretch. There we see another lap down machine. That's the 27 of Ryan Hunter as the drivers have to go down there below the racetrack to try to get around him. And they do so a little bit easier this time as they now spread out here coming through turn 3 and 4 back out onto that front stretch. And out there to make it 10 laps to go from Atlanta with Fairman, your leader. Manning there in 2nd, Rowdy there 3rd. Benjamin Richards back here in 4th. Now 5th as Liam Beebe gets underneath him. Going to make that pass with now up there on the outside. You see Wagner trying to work his way up there to try to gain a lap back. He is still a lap down, but he is the first car 1 lap down. While scratch at it, it's now Ramsey. Ramsey and Wagner trying to battle it out to figure out who's going to be that first car 1 lap down. Work here off the corner. And the 29 goes around. It's going to collect some other drivers. Caution is out. 9 laps to go. Doogie involved in another one. And you see Eric Copperthorpe coming through it. Oh, man, what a hit there from Doogie. And see the 98 down there on the apron of the racetrack. Got to be real careful there as it comes back up, trying to merge on. Ends up pushing up on the 29. And spins the 29 around. 29 ends up facing backwards. Here you see the 13 getting into the back of Johnny Hurst. A 52 involved. That's Tony Richards. Doogie involved up there on the top of the racetrack. You're going to try to keep it straight. And the 98 come down and give him a chop across the nose. All right, come back up. He's trying to keep it straight. All of a sudden, it just hooks. Here, hooks or he drove it that way.
That was on the outside.
Man, oh man, tough night there for Doogie. Seven laps to go, possibly going back, green flag. Yeah, Barker having a rough night himself. Started out there on pole, now he's down 18 positions. Broken sitting down here on the pit. Some of these drivers have definitely not had the night they were hoping for. Others are having a better night than where they started. Looking at the likes of Tyler Manning here, up 18 positions, currently sitting here in second. You got Benjamin Richards here in 15th. Or, sorry, not 15th, third, up 15 positions. The next one up there, gaining double-digit positions, is Tony Richards, as he is currently sitting there in the 52. Up 12 spots, currently sitting there in 9th. I work down here through the front stretch, heading towards corner number 2. All right, they're side by side, line back up, ready to go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. They're down and away. Heading here through the start-finish line. Side by side. Fairman down there on the inside. Manning up there on the outside. Richards back there in third. Down there on the inside at the 56 machine. Here comes Johnny Hurst. In that 58/3. He's supposed to be running 3, but unfortunately, like we said, Trading Paint's giving us an issue here tonight, not giving the drivers the wraps they need. And so he ended up having to bring out the 58 machine. Now get single file down there, leaving the 78 there. Hang on to it there, Ramsey. You don't really want to get that loose. Coming there off of corner number 4. 4 laps to go now as they come across the stripe. Everybody fighting for position, staying single file there for the most part up here at the front. Down here around corner number 1 and 2, they go. Up there, first through 6, all single file. Back there in 7th and 8, they're also single file. Clear back here to Ramsey. They're bobbing and weaving. Tony Richards back here in 9th. 4 laps to go. They come around here off of turn number 4. Back out on that front stretch. Hanging on to it. 3 laps to go. Down here into corner number 1. Being led on by Larry Fairman. Question becomes, when do you make your move? There we see Tony Richards up there toward the top side. He's going to try to bring it up there. Here comes that 2 there. He's a lap down, though, of Tim Richardson. He tried to gain a couple more spots. Spiker back here in, Greg Spiker back here in 7th. Teresa ends up back here in about 17th. With problems, 2 laps to go to come here off at corner number 2. The 13 underneath of Brownie as they work down the backstretch. Hang on to it. We got a couple of them getting a little loose. That looked to be Johnny Hurst getting loose. He fights there in 4th position, trying to work his way up there toward the front. White flag just a few feet more. White flag in the air. Next flag will end the race here as we come around, and it's all up to the drivers now. And now it's just a matter of being the first back to the line as we come down the backstretch. You got the 56 battling hard. That is Benjamin Richards right there behind Fairman as Fairman's up there trying to hold on to the lead. Here comes the 83. BB back up there towards the front, coming there off of 4. What a great run there off of 4. That's going to bring the 83 up there in the first place with Fairman there in 2nd. If everything holds up. We've got to take a look at the official results here. Official results coming in. Liam Beebe is your race winner. Larry Fairman there in 2nd. Johnny Hurst there 3rd. Benjamin Richards there 4th. Jimmy Powell-Rowdy back there in 5th. Tyler Manning finishes tonight 6th. Greg Spiker taking home 7th. Chris Ramsey 8th. Tony Richards there in 9th. Tim Richardson there in 10th. Eric Copperthorne finishing tonight in 11th with Edward Fiedler back there in 12th. Brian Hunter there 13th. James Wagoner 14th. Jeff Scott 15th. Teresa Spiker back there in 16th. 17th place going to Justin Hollings. 18th will be Mike Presley. Matthew Barker back there in 19th. Levi Williams taking home 20th with Chad Hawkins there in 21st. Jake back there in 22nd. Jonathan Vanderberg there in 23rd. And Nathan Peacock there in 24th. That is your finishing results here. Let's see if we can get with some of the leaders here, or get with our top 3 finishers here. We have
That was a good finish, guy.
Johnny Hurst here finishing 3rd. Good evening, Air Hurst. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How are you?
Oh, it's not too bad here.
That's pretty exciting finish there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an exciting finish.
Much better than that.
Well, you didn't quite get up there to get any farther, but definitely had a great run here tonight.
Yeah, I probably could have pushed the issue just a little bit, but I was trying to help that boy get that first win, so I wasn't really going to leave him. I just kind of tucked in right there and see what we could do.
Well, how'd that track feel tonight?
So I was in and out of the gas a lot. It was a little bit more slick than what I was thinking it would be. I mean, you would get such a run through the middle and coming off on the guy in front of you if you had a little gap there. I mean, you was just constantly out of the gas the whole night. So really had to watch what was doing out there.
So you're saying these cars could break loose really quickly?
Well, I mean, it wasn't so much that as the rear as the nose. You was losing the nose so much and having to roll out of the gas to get it set back down.
Okay. So you were lifting the nose of the car out.
Yeah. I was just, just constantly rolling out of that gas, getting it set back down so you could get that run off. It was different tonight.
Well, it sure looked different. I mean, how do you like kind of this season as we're going through here? You know, each week's a different track and a different car, so you can't really settle in too much on how one drives compared to another.
Yeah, I like that, though. I mean, it gives the guys experience and other things. It does kind of mix the how you filling the car up. I like that. It's kind of like the old IROC racing. There's all in the same setup, but different tracks. I just kind of like that.
Well, we're taking on a completely different animal next week. I know we already raced there once, but we were in Next Gens when we last raced there. We're taking on trucks at Daytona.
Yeah, that should be a pretty good race, and I'm kind of looking forward to it.
So, was there anything from the Next Gen cars that you could maybe use, or anything from these last few races you can use going forward to the truck race, or it's just too much of a different animal each week?
It's just the Next Gen trucks, they're just so different. I think them Next Gens are absolute trash. You can't try to make runs by yourself, and it's like racing in a parachute out there. So I'm not a fan of those, but the trucks we'll be pretty good at.
Well, we'll see how well you do next week. Or is there sponsors or shout-outs you want to give here before we let you go?
Well, of course, we got to shout out Wagoner Welding. James, he's a heck of a sponsor. Does a lot for these guys in this league right here, and you can't ask for a better sponsor than that. Just like to thank the admins. All of us work good together, trying to make the best decisions, and all these guys in this league, man, they just put on good racing and just a good group of guys.
All righty, well, congrats on getting third place tonight, and hopefully we'll see you in more podiums throughout the season.
All right, thank you, bud.
All right, I have Johnny Hurst there finishing tonight third. See if we can get with Larry Fairman, number 99. Good evening, Larry. How's it going?
Oh, maybe I'm in the wrong one.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you got us here in the booth?
Yes, sir.
All right. Wasn't sure if you could hear us here or not. Congrats on a second place finish tonight. Were you expecting that much of a run coming off a 4 by BB?
No. Well, I know the outside lane's fast, but I didn't see them till they got there, so.
I mean, they had a heck of a run coming off a 4 coming down through the start-finish line. It was a real good race to watch.
Yes, it was. Yeah, good.
So.
Well, I'll take a second place anytime.
Well, anytime you can finish a drafting track, I always take that as a win.
That's true.
I mean, drafting tracks, they kind of hate me, so I tend to stay away from them if I can. But, unfortunately, you get that iRacing participation, you sometimes got to run them.
Well, I kind of like old Atlanta compared to the new one, honestly, because this one's like the cars just stick to it.
Oh, I've heard drivers that like both. They're two different styles of racing for sure. Because the old Atlanta before the repave was definitely rough, definitely 8 tires, and I mean you definitely seem to have to watch more.
Well, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this track now, as long as you can hold the line, there's hardly everything. You can just run wide open.
If you can hold it. I know that was, we were talking to Hurst, and Hurst was saying that he had to let off of it a couple of times, just slightly, to kind of get that nose to drop back down tonight, because it kept picking the nose of the car out.
Yeah, I think the only time I was off the throttle is when I almost run into anybody. I even found draft, and it didn't seem to want to let loose.
Well, you looked really good out there. I mean, unfortunately, you couldn't quite hold off the draft there coming to the line, but a great run nonetheless. You brought home second. Who's your sponsor or shout-out you want to get for coming in second?
Honestly, I don't even know. I think I'm driving the Canadian Tire car. Oh, no, I'm not. It's Texaco in this one.
Yeah, you were running the Texaco Haviland car.
Yeah, Yeah, I think that's the one there is no Canadian Tire paint for. I usually run the Canadian Tire one.
Well, I understand trading paints was giving people a little bit of hassle. They did not want, picking and choosing who was able to run what paints tonight. So you might not have been
Oh, was
allowed
it?
to run it anyway.
It's been having a few issues lately, I think.
So, are there any shout-outs you want to give for finishing second?
And no, just want to say thanks to the guys for letting me run with them, and it's a great league.
Alrighty, well, we look forward to seeing you in the trucks next week at Daytona.
10-4.
Yep.
Thank you.
What's that?
No, it just said 10-4. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, we'll see you next week, Larry.
For sure.
All right, have us Fairman now. Let's see if we can get with our winner here. Good evening there, Liam. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good.
All right. Well, you got one heck of a run coming off turn 4 of that final lap. Must have felt pretty good seeing that distance close coming to the line.
Yeah, that was a lot. And Johnny really helped me with the push as well, so that was pretty crazy.
Well, you got your win here in the Roughneck Racing James Wagoner Welding Super Speedway Series. Must feel pretty good.
Oh yeah, it feels great.
Had to really work for it though tonight. I mean, you started back in about a 13th spot tonight and ended up coming up through the field. Kind of had to dodge some things throughout the night as well.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of wrecks as well.
You have anybody that you want to thank for helping you get up there into second or up there for the win tonight? Helping you get into victory lane?
Probably Johnny, because that was he basically told me when I had that run to go outside and go for it, and I went for it, and it worked out, so yeah.
Well, definitely a great run you got, and I know it took Fairman by surprise. So, but congrats on victory here tonight. Hopefully we'll see you next week in the trucks as we go back to Daytona.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Well, congrats, and we'll catch you later there, Liam, and hopefully we'll see how the rest of the season goes for you.
Yeah, hopefully it'll go well.
All right, Liam, our winner here tonight in the Super Speedway Series of James Wagoner Welding. So, everybody have a great night. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the racing action that we brought to you. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming out.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Breath we give away.